The focus shifted to the T20 format at the Sistar Mortage Women's National Championships in Florida, with the series tantalisingly poised between the Eastern Central Conference and the Western Conference, who had one win apiece going into the three matches of the weekend. Run scoring was at a real premium for the Eastern Conference. In Game 1, they could only manage 79 for 4 from their 20 overs. 20 from Shabani Basker, and this innings of 18 not out from Holly Charles was as good as it got. But the Western Conference, brilliant with the ball and in the field. A great catch this from Erica Rendler. Then the ball of the tournament from young Asani Vagela, the off-cutter, bowling Lisa Ramjet for 19. So the Eastern Conference, they needed wickets, just 4 and over required for the Western Conference. They got them. Sarah Farouk, Moksha Chowdhury and Jatika Kadali all struck early, and they had the Western Conference in some bother. Not many boundaries were flowing. Anika Wallerson was cut away this time, but she followed it up with the perfect Yorker, and the game went all the way down to the final over of the chase. With just 2 deliveries remaining, this was hit away into the leg side by Uzma Iftikhar, who made 14, and the Western Conference went 2-1 up in the series, but only just. Annika Colin was the Sistar Mortage player of the match, and it was off to Game 2. The Western Conference batting first this time. They got off to a flying start thanks to Garga Bogle, but the mainstays of the innings were Chetna Prasad with 34 not out, and a magnificent innings from the captain Sindhu Sriharsa, who made 43 not out off just 34 deliveries, as the West totalled 121 for 3. The pick of the bowlers, Annika Kumar, 2 wickets for her, both clean bowled, but it meant that the East needed 122 to stay alive in the series. They got off to a flying start thanks to Basker and Wallerson, but from there on the wickets started to fall regularly, and you can see with the celebrations here from Uzma Iftikhar, she knew her side were going to go 3-1 up, and that meant an unassailable lead in the Sistar Mortage Women's National Championship. The captain Sindhu Sriharsa, big smile on her face because they're 3-1 up. On to Sunday and the final game of the series. 6 games scheduled in total, but 5 were played due to the weather. This time, the Eastern Conference, they batted first. Big wicket early there, Nadia Grooney falling, but then Shabani Basker started to get going. Uzma Iftikhar in the wickets yet again, but Basker was the real key. She made 47 and Annika Kumar made 15 not out, as the Eastern Conference totalled 106 for 3 from their 20 overs. So the final match of the week turned out to be an all-time classic. Needing just more than 5 and over, the Western Conference could never get themselves ahead of the required run rate. Good contributions from Mahika Kandalanala, who made 22, and Lassa Mulapudi, who made 33. But the star of the show was without doubt Lisa Ramjet, a magnificent spell of bowling the 18th and 20th overs of the game. She finished with 4 for 18, affected a run out as well, as the Western Conference couldn't get the runs required, and this caught and bowled was probably the catch of the week. A stunning grab as the Eastern Conference got over the line by just 4 runs to end their week on a high. That meant the West ran out 3-2 winners in spite of Lisa Ramjet's Sistar Mortage Player of the Match performance. It was time then for the post-tournament presentation, with the individual and team awards being handed out. 3 individual awards, with the leading run scorer going to Shabani Basker, whilst the top wicket taker was Annika Kumar. The Sistar Mortage Player of the Tournament was decided on a 3-2-1 vote basis between the coaches and umpires. That went to Shabani Basker. The team winners, however, they took the series 3-2. The Western Conference, their captain Sindhu Sriharsa was presented with the trophy by the USA Cricket CEO Ian Higgins to spark wild celebrations. That meant the West ran out 3-2 winners in spite of Lisa Ramjet's Sistar Mortage Player of the Match performance.